Good morning, everybody. It's your good friend Furluge, also known as Don in Meat Space, and we are back once again for another wonderful episode of Good Morning Awesomenauts here on Twitch TV and Furluge.com. As I said before, I am your host, Furluge, and today I've got a little something special planned here today. But before we get into that, just to remind you, if you'd care to join in on the stream, I'm going to have the Twitch chat over here to the right. Whenever I look this way, that means I am, in fact, looking at all the wonderful chat that's going on in the Twitch chat. I have my profile link here. I don't know how much we're going to get to use that today, because today we are talking about the 2.1 update to Awesomenauts that just landed yesterday. And we're basically going to go through what's changed and, take a look at all the different characters that have changed. And, try them out in game and, see what it actually means. Because, patch notes can be slightly cryptic. So, with that in mind, let me go ahead and go to my big screen over here, where I have the notes. There they are, the first bunch of the notes. Aren't they pretty? Let me get some music started here. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so, this is the, some of the basic, patch notes we have going on here. These are the general ones. First of all, we've got, if you look to the left here, we have the brand new, game modes, the Randonauts, as it's described as. Basically a whole slew of customizable options that, will make everything incredibly random and comes with a preset. Nothing special there. We got, of course, the new Susie announcer. By the way, there appears to be a bug if you do not have the, if you don't have the Kickstarter announcers. I don't know which one triggers it. But basically, if you don't have those announcers, there's a bug currently where if you have Susie, you will not be able to pick any of the announcers. The announcers, as far as I could see, were pickable on the main character screen. I couldn't find any way to set them on the settings screen. So keep that in mind. Because, of course, that was the very first thing I did learn about them. Also, on the right hand of the side, this is probably what more people are really concerned about here. We have a lot of the different general upgrades. Basically, Angelo and Stealth has gone down, and all of the pills have gotten a bit more expensive, but they give more health. So we'll see how that affects things. Also, one other big thing which I personally really like. Droids aren't going to heal anymore when you push them away from the turret. So, oh, thank goodness, no more healing the droids with your cocoa balls. Let's see here. Oh, also, Solar Tree has been nerfed again. From first it was 30 to 20, now it's 20 to 17. Just gonna see how that affects my builds. Might have to start bringing the piggy bank back in. And also the Kukuri Mammoth that no one ever picks got slightly more debuff resistance, which probably won't matter because usually the debuffs are really short, and it's that really short second that kills you. So unless the Mammoth starts letting you ignore certain debuffs of a certain strength, I don't see anyone really going out of their way to pick that. Also, I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna get some of the small ones. I was going to go in the order of the patch notes, but I want to review the characters as we talk about them here. So we're going to hold off on Ted, and I'm going to bring up Coco. And so Coco had one small upgrade, or not really upgrade, one small nerf. She should start moving slower when she's doing melee. So nothing too big for Coco here. In fact, this patch does not hit everybody. Let's see, another character who is minorly affected by this upgrade. I'll pull him up here is Froggy. Froggy got a change to you can't touch this. Rather than being the percentage that it used to be, it is now going to be a flat 40 hit points. Ah, yes, Jack Dice. Thank goodness for no more healing bots, and sad about the Solar Tree. It will take almost 9 to 10 minutes to be better than Piggy Bank. Yeah. I think I'm going to get Piggy Bank now. It's sad. Let's see, also, the Hammer Pants has increased in price. So those of you who are picking the Hammer Pants as a cheap damage upgrade, it has gotten slightly more expensive. I mean, it's still the best value, but has gotten a bit more expensive. So that's another one who's had a few small changes there. Another character who has had minor changes is going to be Durple. Let's get Durple up here. So Durple, the grid trap has gotten a bit more expensive. The lead casing has gotten more expensive. Don't remember what that does on the top of my head. And also, this is probably the biggest one to me. They fixed the siege mode for acting funny when you've got it on cooldown. So that's all bug fixes there. All the other characters in this patch are kind of significant. So after each one, and Durple's the most significant of the quote-unquote minor ones, which you're going to see why I'm going to call them minor as soon as we pull up the first one of this patch that got a big change. Ted McPain. Oh crap. So let's see here. First of all, those of you who might have known there was a bit of a trick where you could use the shotgun and you could snipe almost instantly and get yourself a nice 60 damage. That is gone. There is a delay in there. We got a bug fix for text, not really a big one. But probably the biggest change is the fact that the shotgun is now no longer a 1 damage blast. It also comes out, if you do the math, it comes out a bit less. Because it used to do 25 default, now it's doing 21 default. Make sure my math is right there. No, I'm sorry, not 21. That's the wrong number. 24, yep. So it's coming out 1 less than it was before. Yeah, Whisperling, yep. That is how much they've changed Ted. Also, yeah, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to Genji. Genji's at the end of the list here, Whisperling. And yes, they made big changes to Genji as well. He is... Whew, big changes for all the support classes. But... thank you. Yes, Jack Dice has done the math. Yes, at endgame, it comes out to 42. So at the start out, you've lost 1 damage. And at endgame, you have lost 3. Also, they don't really do this in the patch notes, but you'll see it when we test him out in a second. But Ted's shotgun pellets, the way it seems to work is 1 pellet goes farther than the others. Anyway, one of the pellets goes farther than the others, and when you use that pellet... Sorry, 1 pellet goes farther than the others, and the other 2 are a bit farther back. So, you have to be closer to do full damage. It's kind of not obvious. I hope they redo the graphic. I personally actually like the change of the different pellets. It makes it more shotgunny. I know that's crazy. Let me see here. We're going to get to Ted in a second here. Another thing, as you can see here, let's see, he's got some base health increase, which is helpful. There's, of course, the shotgun damage change there. I found this to be a big one. Triple RPG increases the airstrike cooldown by a lot. You're looking at over 10-second cooldowns. Let's see. Also, machine gun stance is supposed to increase movement slightly. I hope they increase this, because I tried it out. I did not really notice a big difference, but we'll see how it looks. And also, the minimum jump height is supposed to be lower, so hopefully he'll be a bit easier to jump with. So, with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and load up a custom match with Ted. He's going to be our first tryout. We're going to get a look here. Let me get up on the main screen, and we're going to take a look at Ted and his new changes.
No pain, no gain.
And there, of course, there you can see there is the reduced solar tree. So I am gonna take the piggy bank. Oh God, it's 115. It's not 100. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take the piggy bank. You can see her health has gotten more expensive. And let's see, that is affected. Just make sure I've got all the relevant things that are being affected here. Yeah, okay. So all the things that have been affected here. Oh, you also notice this is from the random update. You can do that at any time. Just ruin your build. It's kind of neat though. Nice to have that button there. I don't think I'm going to use it, but there's no reason not to have it there. So, here we go. We're going to take a quick look at some of the changes to McPain as soon as we hit the ground. Now, you'll notice I have pulled full money because, well, we're trying to take a look at the changes here, and we don't really want to spend a half an hour building up cash. So, let's see what it looks like to start, and we'll just see what the max out looks like.
Now, if only I could get some pants.
If only you could get some pants. So Tetrisville pretty much the same, and you can see the shotgun damage change there.
Yes!
Grenades are pretty much the same.
New content available.
Yes! Okay. So here we go. We've got a fully upgraded Ted McPain right now.
Heavy machine gun.
This is the slight increase in movement.
Shotgun.
I don't know. Let's see. Shotgun.
Full auto.
Machine gun.
Shotgun.
They aren't kidding when they say it's slight, because I can't tell the difference.
One of your co-workers is underperforming.
Oh!
Let's see if we can. Oh. So there you can see the pellets. Makes it a little harder to tell how much damage you got coming out here.
Experiencing technical difficulties.
But
heavy machine gun. Shotgun. Boom, baby.
So you notice each of those bots only had 2 pellets coming off of them.
Shotgun.
Kind of hard to see, but and now here's of course a big one. Yep, you'll see we got 14-second cooldown on the airstrike.
Advising reevaluation of strategic options.
So that is a pretty major change to the cooldown for the RPG strike. Gotta be honest, I'm not sure how much I like that RPG strike anymore.
Shotgun.
That used to be the go-to.
Heavy machine gun.
However, with the insane cooldown, it might be easier to suppress without the RPG. Well, you don't have to choose this no, it's optional.
Enemy has been killed.
This is the Susie announcer. We're going to go through the announcers here, but I want to show the Susie announcer because that is the one everyone can purchase.
Shotgun.
So, all in all, Ted got a nerf.
Defensive structure is experiencing
Okay. I mean, his health hasn't really gone up.
One defensive structure is experiencing technical difficulties.
Ted's health really hasn't increased. His damage has gone down quite a lot. Also, let's see. You'll see if we can show the delay.
Heavy machine gun.
There is no getting around that delay.
Enemy has been killed.
So
boom, baby.
you have the full weight when switching. So none of the shenanigans of quick switching, which we're going to see how that affects the value of the snipe. I still think the snipe is going to be pretty valuable, especially with the shotgun getting weaker. But, you know, that was one of the better ways to increase the damage on Ted.
An enemy has been killed.
I'm not sure, you know, how we're going to go. I think we're going to see grenades more popular.
We've just opened up for new job applications. 2, 1. Warranty void if drop pod is damaged during landing.
Anyway, so that is a quick run-up of the changes with Ted. So let's pull up the notes back up here. So again, you know, decrease in damage.
One of your co-workers is underperforming.
So decrease in damage. Oh, okay. It must. Hold on. I have an idea what's up. Huh. Weird. Test. Huh. Here, let me try lowering this volume a bit. Must have done something to make it a bit louder. Okay, so again, Ted's got a pretty significant drop in his damage. You know, you're losing 3 per hit, assuming all the pellets hit. If all the pellets don't hit, boy, do you really have a decrease in damage. So we'll see how that goes. Also, triple RPG strike. I don't know if it's worth it. I think I would pick something else other than the triple RPG strike. It used to be the go-to. Yes, I'm pretty sure the increase in the cooldown on the airstrike is to compensate for how long it takes the airstrikes to go. However, it is still time you can't position another strike. You know, the strikes, once you see the first strike, usually everyone avoids the other strikes. I've gotten more usage out of the strikes when I actually haven't upgraded the RPG, because you don't split up the damage. No, it's not, because they cover the shotgun shells being separated is not a buff, because the damage has gone down and they cover the same area. In fact, they cover less of an area. Before, if you hit them, you would get the full damage. Now you might not get the full damage. Let's see, if you kill something, it keeps moving. The rest of the shells hit the enemies behind it. If you kill something, it keeps moving. No, it's pretty much the same. You either hit it with the shell or you don't. It gets everything in the area, Whisperling. So, there's no sort of like, oh, one of the shells killed this guy, it's gonna hit the next guy. There's nothing like that. If you're in the area where the shell's gonna hit, you take the damage. So, if there's 50 droids in a block, you're gonna hit all 50 droids. The shotgun is, I guess you could say it's Pierce, because that's how it acts. And that's how Ted pushes, because without that pierce, he doesn't push very well. Yeah. Now before, it pierced and it just did full damage. Now you've got the shells that are kind of separated, so you can miss some of the shells. So yeah, it's kind of a. I'm not against the shells, but it's kind of hard to tell where the shells are going, and it does seem like you're not going to do full damage to enemies farther away, is what it looks like. We'll have to see how that is. It'd be nice if the shell damage went up from the nerf it's at right now, but we'll see. Anyway, so that's our rundown of 2.1 Ted McPain. Another character who has had significant changes is going to be Raelynn. The big changes with Raelynn are, you see here with the droid. It has changed from a saw blade to a humming droid. Let's see. So basically, it's got the one stage. I believe it does scale with time now. We're going to check that. The price has gone down. The other big change is that Raelynn's Rift has changed the way it works. You know, before, it did damage. It did pretty quick damage, but it did small damage. And then you could increase it with the nuclear warhead. Now, it's locked at 2. So there's no more 3 damage stage for the time rift. And rather than increasing the damage, you increase the attack speed. To compensate for that, the attack speed has dropped a whole ton. Also, the HC bomb is back to... Was it 3x before? I can't remember. But it's back to 1 stage for a increase in damage now. I think it... And so that is another of the characters who's had a significant change here. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at Raelynn here after 2.1 patch. And let me just get into the test game here. And let me get the game back up here. So here we have Raelynn. And we'll go ahead and pick the default Raelynn. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Let's get rid of Susie. Back to the default. Okay, so here we got the droid. You'll see it's got 1 level, just 145. And you'll see the nuclear warhead only has 2 levels. Oh, I didn't notice that in the patch notes. Oh, wait. It's 2 levels from back when they changed it. It used to be 3 levels. Now it's been 2 levels ever since they changed it to give it default damage. So, it's going to be interesting how that works out. And, of course, why would you take Solar Tree anymore? And we'll go ahead and get in the game here and take a look at changed Raelynn. Now, of course, obviously, this isn't going to be the same as a real game. Again, we're just doing this so we can look at all the upgrades, see what it looks like finalized.
No questions asked.
So let's get Raelynn up here.
Look at all these shiny toys.
Okay, a bunch of things that really haven't changed. But the thing that has changed is all Rift. Everything in the Rift. So here we've got the 1 humming droid. I've got slowing. And then I've got my 2 levels of the Rift. And let's see if we can't catch some enemies in it. Let's see how it works. So, I don't know. It's hard to tell how effective it is. Again, this is a maxed Rift. It looks to me basically like the Rift is how it would be if you bought 1 level of nuclear warhead before. So it seems like you buy 2 levels of nuclear warhead, you get what you got by buying 1 level of nuclear warhead. Humming droid is at least more effective than the saw blade was, I suppose. It does fight better. But as far as tanking turrets, well, yeah, there you have it. Boy, does it not have any health. Also, you'll notice Humming Droid does not increase health. Humming Droid doesn't increase health when you're near the turret, unlike the Saw Blade Droid. So that's probably the biggest thing. That's a good question, what's my username? Is it doing the damage faster? Well, the way it works is it's... We can do... Let me do a little math here. Okay. So before it was an attack speed of 600. So it's been reduced to 150. So... Let's see here. Now, I'm not sure how they're doing it, but how they're doing their multiplying. But with 1 upgrade, we should be looking at an attack speed of 375. So with 1 upgrade, the nuclear warhead is half of the attack speed that the Rift used to be. At the 2nd upgrade, I'm going to assume that, you know, if you buy 2 of these upgrades, it's an attack speed of 500%. So, let's see. 150. Okay, so assuming that it is, you buy both upgrades and it's attack speed plus 500%, you get an attack speed of 750. So we have a 150 increase in attack speed, but the damage is locked at 2. So the attack speed goes up by 150, but the damage ticks are down by 1. So I'm going to classify that as a nerf. And yes, it is still only one droid. So, yeah, definitely a nerf. Not nearly as good for pushing. So there's the droid. I suppose. Man, why do we always get Ray nerfed? Let's see if I can spawn more droids. Just see if the timer will allow it.
Your turret is under attack.
Nope. Just one droid. You spawn another droid and you delete the last one.
Your turret is under attack.
As far as the HP bomb, it hasn't changed. I think it's gone back to the way it used to be, or maybe slightly less than it used to be. It's kind of hard for me to tell. So I'd have to go back into the previous patch notes and see what it was changed to and then what it was changed from. It used to be one stage, and I think it was times 4? Or I don't know if it was times 3 or times 4. So anyway, definitely changes to the HE bomb. All in all, big nerf to Time Rift.
You have killed a
So.
enemy.
To answer your question, there is no changes to Leon. What's my username? No changes to Leon, I believe. Let me just hold that up here. Anyway, let me go back to the patch notes. Pretty much covered everything with Raelynn here. So that is it for, let me just double check here. Yeah, no changes to Leon. Froggy's pretty much the same. Raelynn nerfs to Time Rift. And HC bombs changed. I don't know. It's kind of a wash. Let's see here. So that is it for Raelynn. Oh, darn it. I forgot Isla didn't have big changes. Yeah, Isla got one minor... Isla got one minor change here. Rubber band ball. Nobody ever picks that. So, it's, speed of... Wow, what does rubber band ball even do again? I don't even remember. Let's see, what does rubber band ball do?
Buttercup as sweet as can be. Please would you buy some destruction from
Let's see. Rubber band ball. Rage will leave a blood trail in which friendly units move faster. So, let's see. It's movement of friendlies plus 1.6. Looks like they've increased the time. Yay. Yeah. Nobody really cares about that one. And here's the next one. Oh boy. Changes to Gnaw. As you can see here, we had so many changes to Gnaw, I had to lower the font size. So, let's see, Gnaw. Let's see. Let's start at the top. Yeah, Whisperling. That's all. Whisperling says, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of text. Yes, it is. These are all the changes to Gnaw. He's changed massively. So let's start with the top. First of all, Weedlings. The delay's been reduced by 1/10 of a second. You can put Weedlings down faster. Oh, goody. Let's see. Delay reduced, cooldown reduced, fertilizer extra health reduced. However, weedlings now grow stronger during the course of the game. Placed in new ones every 5 minutes, plus 7 HP, max 21 HP. So, less HP, but they kind of all get fertilizer now, it looks like. Jack Dice, I blame Furluge for Gnaw's changes. Let's see here. Other changes. Weedling base health reduced from 60 to 45. Weedling health regen reduced from 4 to 2. Which I think is terrible. Weedlings should have no regen. They're so easy to put up. You should be forced to maintain them, I say. But that's what it is. Also, this is the part that really annoys me. Medican is now going to start giving weedlings HP regen at 1 HP per stage. So now not only will you be able to buff them up with Power Pill's Companion, but Medican. Now upgrade your weedlings regen, because that's what they needed. More regen. And at 2 stages, let's see here. Let me see here. Yep. Basically, you get both stages of Medican. You get weedlings back to the regen they used to have. So that's mostly it for the weedlings. Now, the other big changes is Spit. It has been it has been described as now Dynamite, with the damage on time on it. Because Spit, damage over time has been reduced from 10 to 5. Spike Slime now also increases the direct damage of Spit by 5. Spike damage over time, or Spit damage over time reduced from 30 to 15. Let's see, they added direct damage to Spit of 10. Now, as far as I can tell, that only affects if you actually hit them with the Spit. Doesn't count if you just walk over it. Yes, you're right, Blade. That's might be a bit of a delay. I'm about to say exactly what you said in chat. Let's see here. But yeah, Medican does make the weedlings have the regen they used to. Not big enough nerfs for Gnaw. So angry. I hate you, Gnaw. Let's see. Added direct damage to Spit. Technical Soup slow time increased from 1 to 1.25 seconds. We didn't need that. Rabbit Teeth duration increased from 1 to 1.5. I don't know if that's a nerf or a buff, because Rabbit Teeth is supposed to make the damage over time work faster. Rabbit Teeth is also going to work on creeps and droids. Overcharged Metabolism now adds a negative debuff to direct hit enemies, where they take 10% more damage for 4 seconds. It's going to be 10% per stage, 160 solar per stage. Currently only the damage receivers are seeing the extra damage, and soon everybody will see it. It's like talking to someone through a shoestring and cans. Yeah, sorry about that. Twitch changed the way they do this. They increased the delay to try to make the stream more stable. And yeah, it's unfortunate. However, when we talk about what they changed it, we are talking at most a minute. It's not a huge change. Definitely not big enough to... just for example, when we do PlanetSide, I actually force a 3-minute delay to prevent people stream sniping. And yeah, it's kind of a big deal. So anyway, let's take a look at Gnaw. And I'm going to get his changes up here on this other screen too, because oh boy, that's a lot of changes. Like, holy crap. Alright, well, let's pull up the bastard Gnaw with this bastard ugly skin. Okay, overcharged metabolism, where are you? Okay, Rabbit Teeth. Okay, Rabbit Teeth was attack speed. Oh no, wait, that's Chattering Teeth, sorry. Rabbit Teeth, Rabbit Teeth. Ah, get a speed bonus for biting enemy players. Okay, that's why I don't recognize it. I never used it. So, that is a duration increase, and he gets his speed whenever he bites creeps and droids. That's not really in the text. Have I played the new raid on the stream yet? Yes, I have, Duncan Owens. I have indeed. Let's see, where's overcharged metabolism? Ah, here it is. So overcharged metabolism is going to be a debuff. Interesting. Let's see here. So, let's see. Like, I don't really know. Overcharged metabolism seems to be the way to go to basically debuff here. Increase damage on the spike slime. And we'll take slow because that's gotten the change. As you can see here, fertilizer has been reduced from 15 to 8, so it's no longer the, oh my god, you need this. Alright, now let's just see how this goes here. There's so many changes to Gnaw that I don't know if we're really going to be able to cover them all in one go here. If I look like I'm looking to the right here, it's because, well, you know, everybody wants to see the patch, but also, I gotta look at these notes. They are extensive. So again, for everybody who just joined the stream, I'm doing a custom match, and we're just cranking up the money because we just want to see what the changes look like. I didn't take rabbit teeth. I didn't take rabbit teeth because I don't care. Sorry. So weedling changes. Fertilizer, not as big a difference. Look, I gave them the regen they used to have, so no change on regen there. And, oh, by the way, the health went up, so weedlings got more health because of the Power Pills Companion getting more health. But what we're really interested in is the spit change. So let's see what a maximum spit Gnaw looks like. I think we're going to see some Gnaw spit builds coming back. Okay, that was 25 on a spit. Bite is still as strong as ever. He's still bloody fast. I hate to say it. I think Ray got a worse nerf than Gnaw did. Let's see how this goes. Oh, great googly moogly. That was 50 damage from spit. Holy crap. Hey, look, everybody. It's a Lone Star that can drop weeds. Oh my, what were they thinking? Melt this turret. Oh, spit does not work on turrets. That's good to know. And let's see here. They should be. Ah, okay, that must be the extra damage message. Of course, the bots are as dumb as ever. So, there is one thing. I'll say this much. Using Gnaw... Yes, yep, welcome to Face Spit. So, yeah, if you were playing a Bite Gnaw, well, you just got happier. Because your spit is just gonna make them amazing. Look at me kill that Leon. He didn't even have a chance.
You have killed a enemy.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay, so I let myself get killed there. gonna be interesting to see how difficult it is to kill any of these things. By the way, you might be able to join the game. If anybody would like to come and try to kill these weeds, let me see if I can invite maybe Whisperding. What's my username? Can I invite you to game? That would be really convenient right now. No, it doesn't look like I can invite you to game. Well, I might as well play more Gnaw now. I know I'm probably going to play some more Gnaw now. I mean, I hate Gnaw. Now I hate Gnaw more. Man, I thought we had Gnaw nerfs incoming, but looking at this, holy crap. Look at that damage. Uh-oh. So he's fast, he does lots of damage, he drops weeds. It's Gnaw. It'd be nice if these AI bots would try to actually kill these weeds. And that's a dead clunk. Vlad says, it's not really a buff or a nerf, I think. Just changes how he plays to a skill shot and less of an area denial harasser like he was. At least that's what it seemed when I was playing. You know, the spit, yeah, it's true. The spit is not the big area denial, don't step on the floor of lava thing. You know, however, it is, in melee, a guaranteed 50 damage. On top of his bite. We basically just turn Gnaw into Lone Star Leon Froggy. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it does look like the weedlings are going down a bit faster, so that's good, I suppose. Yeah, let's see if I can kill this solar boss with all my upgrades. Yeah, and he's dead. And it looks like that was doing 6 extra damage. So, spit, bite. And that is the changes to Gnaw, so I don't know. I think most people are going to prefer this to the old method, but we'll see. It is definitely a completely different Gnaw. And that is going to be it for that. Let me go ahead and pull up the patch notes again, because we do have more characters to look at. So that was Gnaw. That was probably the biggest changes. Next up, Voltar. Voltar also has changes. And I'm going to have to actually pull up his info in the custom match here, just to be exactly sure here. Let me get this up here. Voltar. Okay, so... Yep, so Twisted Nightmares does damage again. I believe before it was... I don't remember. I think it was adding heal over time. It was kind of weird, the naming on it. But let's see. So first of all, changes to Voltar. The drone explosion has slightly increased the radius. Drones now directly explode when they hit a wall. Drones can now be detonated with a second press, very similar to how Coco works. There is now they got rid of the delay on shooting the suicide drones, which I personally really like because, boy, that was an annoying delay. Turret add-on price has dropped from $230 to $200. Health pack surprise price is dropped. And Twisted Nightmare is going to change from what it was before, where it was giving healing over time, to a damage to the healing wave, maximum 15 damage. It is 170 per stage. However, it does less damage to droids. It's not quite clear when you look at it in game. And also, Happy Thoughts price reduced from 200 to 160. What was Happy Thoughts? Ah, yes. Happy Thoughts was the basic increases power of healing wave, which, let's see here, 160. Let me take a look here. So that's going to be still is going to be more expensive than Euphoric. So let's go ahead and pull up a game with Voltar. Just take a look at some of his changes. Mostly changes look to be more or less in the vicinity of pricing, more so than actual changes to the way he works. So let's go ahead and pull him up in game. Let's get Voltar. Okay, so there is, you can see here the Twisted Nightmares change. And let's see here. And yeah, you know, let's try what was recommended here. Oh, by the way, so the 3 levels of Happy Thoughts come out to 480, and Euphoric Thoughts comes out to 380. So it's still 100 more total to go the Happy Thoughts route. Holy crap, was it much more expensive before. Knockback in range. So here we have a offensive healing wave, and we'll take the droid there. Let's see. I'm going to take an offensive turret as well. And let's see. Explosion damage, amount. Okay. Let's take a look at this here. Probably should have taken some money regen, because I didn't take Dreams of Greed, which is usually what I grab. Well, Voltar's still always really strong in one generation. Okay, so just going straight to the upgrades. Alright. Well, here we have our updated Voltar. You'll notice Twisted Nightmares has the different color. Wow. Ah, come back, Clunk. Oh, I almost had him. That is some significant damage. Oh boy. Yeah, you weren't kidding about him being offensive. Charge, boom. Voltar seems scary now. Also, Twisted Nightmares does not damage in turrets, so still only hits twice. It'll be interesting to see some of the offensive Voltar builds you see coming. And just trying to... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ow! That didn't hurt that bad, actually. I would point out, by the way, even though it looks like I'm doing great, even though it looks like I'm doing amazing, this is still a bot match, so. So that is the, let's see. Voltar saying to climb, almost had you. Oh yeah, that thing goes through turrets too. Oh, it goes through turrets too, good to know. Anyone standing behind a turret is not safe from Voltar's twisted nightmares. Thank you very much for the update, Jack Dice. And that is going to be the end of our Voltar review. Let's exit out of that. And we have one more. This is the one that Whisperling has been waiting for. The Genji changes. No, it looks like Twisted Nightmares also goes through terrain, so that's also good to know. So, these are the changes to Genji. I'm going to have to look up this as well, because I do not know all these items. So let me pull up a listing for Genji here, and see what we have here. So, okay, Plastic Praying Beads, which was his plus damage. Let's see, so there are 3 stages of it now. Used to do 2 damage per stage for 2, so for a total of 4. Now it is 1 damage per stage for 3 maximum. But the price has gone down. So let's see here, just to take a look at it here. Before, you were looking at 460 Solar for 4 damage. You now have... Nope, that is not the right number. So you now have 360 Solar for 3 damage. So let me see here, 360 Solar. Yeah. So it's 100 Solar less, but you get 1 less damage. So still not quite making out. Yeah, the cocoon nerfs are gonna annoy people. Hidden Leaves. What did Hidden Leaves do? I'm not even sure what Hidden Leaves did. Ah, Hidden Leaves. Hidden Leaves was the shield. Specifically on Monarch Blessing. This was the one that gave you the damage absorption shield. Looks like so the plus 7.5% shield went up in price to 175 from 155. Also, and are these all in the cocoon? I think so, actually. I wish they put all the cocoon ones together. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the Bronchial Yeast, because that's also from Monarch Blessing. Bronco Yeast was damage reduction, flat amount +1. That has decreased from 185 to 55 solar. So the percentage shield went up, the flat amount shield went down. Spiritual Cooking is also from Monarch's Blessing. That is the healing one. Spiritual Cooking duration from 20 seconds to 30 seconds. That is the increase in max health. So that's going to be 10 seconds longer for same price. Here is all of the cocoon changes. Let's start with the item, first of all. Jagara eggs. Price increase from 150 to 175 solar. That's the lifesteal 100%. And then you get 15 damage. So when you max it out, it's 30 lifesteal and 30 damage. And that has gone up by 25 per stage. Let's see here. Let's see. Other cocoon changes. Shooting a cocoon now has a 1/10 of a second delay. Cocoon bullet collision size slightly decreased. I guess I can see that. It did seem like they were kind of big before. Cocoon bullet speed slightly decreased. Ooh, that sucks. Oh, and the Monarch Blessing went down by a whole second. So that's the changes there for game. Let's see here. Let's see here. Alright, so that's the changes to Genji. So, smaller bullet, slower speed. We'll have to see what that actually means in game. The Monarch's Blessing is a whole second less. Boy, it didn't seem to last long to begin with. Just means more reasons not to get these shields, because they're going to only last 3 seconds instead of 4 seconds, no matter what you do. Not that I bought them anyway, because, again, it's so short. What else? Yeah, those are all shield-based. Jagara eggs going up in price kind of sucks. So it's going to be longer till you can get damage. And, yeah. A lot of stuff I did not use anyway. So, oh, wait a minute. That's a 1/10 of a second when you hit the button, isn't it? Oh, that's why everyone's mad. Okay, well, let's see what this looks like in-game. Let's go ahead and get Genji up on screen here. And let's do... Oops, nope, don't want to switch team. Let's get Genji going here. Alright, so the plastic prayer beads went up in price. I never got the damage anyway. I'm not going to get it now that it got worse. I've always gone with these 3 upgrades. I don't think that's going to change. Also, that got more expensive. That got cheaper. But the whole duration went down. So they both got worse. I never got them before. I'm not going to get them now. This is what I always was getting for him. So that hasn't changed. I'm going to keep that. That has gotten more expensive. Still going to keep that. And this is the same. I haven't really seen a big reason to change it. Let's see what this looks like. And by the way, this is our last character for the changes. Okay. And we're just gonna buy the everything. So, first of all, a Monarch Blessing. Much less of a shield than you had before. So that's a second down on that. Attack hasn't really changed, except now you definitely don't want to do direct damage. But what we really want to see is how's this cocoon look? Oh boy. Yeah, no one's gonna like this change. So, here, just a note. Hitting button. Oh, that didn't seem that bad that time. Yeah, there you go. You hit the button, and yeah, you notice the delay. So, uh-oh. Let's see here. Let's see what it says here. But it says, I guess the upside, even if it's harder to hit knots with the cocoon, you can still use it to polymorph droids and explosion. It's true. And yes, it's the first item. It's what makes the cocoon turn the saw blades into regular enemies. Ow. Doesn't seem to go as far either. Oh, of course it doesn't go as far because it's slower. I see now. Yeah, that's as far as it goes. Here, I'm gonna back off. Just gonna let this recharge. So here we go. This is a 45-degree shot. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best way to do it because it's already got an arc on it. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, this is me shooting as far as I can. Oh boy, I guess I was never good at shooting these. Alright, let's try this. Yeah, I can't get... That's the distance of a cocoon now. Is from here to here. Sort of. Man. So there's a delay, and yeah, you can forget just launching these things. You gotta be up in their face now. Can I heal you? No, I can't heal you. Man, this cocoon change is gonna have to take a lot of getting used to. But getting distance on it is really difficult. And that is basically what they've done to Genji. So, just quick looking at this here. Genji, definite nerf. Voltar, buff. Gnaw, buff. Froggy, everyone else, more or less the same. Raelynn, nerf. Ted, nerf. Jackdie says, trapping a Leon or Froggy seems highly unlikely with that delay. They move so fast. I think with the distance you have on it, you're going to have to be in their face to hit anybody. I mean, how are you going to trap somebody? The thing moves so slow.
Your base is under attack.
Anyway, so that is it for all the patch notes. Hope you like what you saw here. And so we've gone a little bit over time. We've pretty much used up our whole hour, so we're going to get maybe a game or two here after this, trying the new characters. I'm going to play Gnaw now.